Yeah, we are back. The No
Yes,
Box
sir.
Podcast, episode number 12. We back off the shelves. Y'all already know what it is. I'm your host, Uncle Dud.
And I'm the original CP3.
The original. You better never forget it. And we back with another episode. And we going right into a segment where somebody else came back for another episode. And I think y'all know who we talking about. The big guy, MVP, came back 2 days ago, made his return. Yeah,
Can we
man.
get a hand clap?
Yeah, we got to get the hand clap. Put y'all hands together if y'all watching for the boy Embiid. Go ahead. Embiid came back. Yes, he did. He did not ride the season out like he could. He didn't, because he could have stayed on the shelf with his feet up. But no, he put in that work. He came back, and then, it was about 8 games left before the end of the regular season, and we rocking and we rolling. The MVP is back. He made his return versus the Oklahoma City Thunder. It wasn't a pretty game. He didn't come back in MVP form. But I think he scored 24 points, 12 of those, which was free throws. It was a close back and forth game. Shea wasn't playing. Just to be fair, Shea and Jalen Williams for the Thunder, but Maxey wasn't playing either. So keep that in mind when you're evaluating it. I think he looked pretty good to be on the shelf since early February. What you think?
He definitely looked good, man. I mean, he definitely was winded. He definitely that was noticeable. The announcers brought it up. You could definitely see it as a fan. I'm sure the people that was at the game saw that even more than we did. But he definitely looked good. Like he's a superstar, or you could say star if you want to debatable superstar. And he played like somebody that was winded, but can still. I mean, you get 24 points in the NBA. I'm sorry,
that's not
job. He's at like
he definitely a superstar. There's no question about that.
Right, but not some people debate that in regards to championships and all that kind of playoff success. But yes, for us, I guess we could say we think he's a superstar for our city. But the thing is that you can't downplay 24 points for being out that long, like you said. No. You can't downplay that. Like he definitely balled.
And they went right back to him. Running the offense through him. Because he liked touching the ball every play. Pause. But the offense really runs through him, and they ran it the same way. He was a little rusty when it came to making reads as far as passing out of the double team and certain shots where it's just that split second to where no hesitation, just let it go. He had a little hesitation, but that was
that's really the only reason that he had those fouls, that offensive fouls. My bad, but it's like the offensive fouls he had. I felt like it's kind of what you said. Like he didn't have the full rhythm to kind of know how to, make that move without. Like he was trying to play bully ball, and he didn't have the finesse that we're used to. He's usually able to make those spin moves and run, and kind of make that move without throwing that charge like that. But,
right. And don't forget that bulky knee brace he was playing with.
Yeah,
that knee brace was something crazy, so he might not ever get back to the finesse like he was before the knee injury this season. So that's just something to watch for. He may really have to rely on that power and just quick moves, just to get things done, because that knee brace does limit your mobility and the way you move around when you out there on that court. But all in all, he looked good. He was 12 for 12 for the free throw line. Got us to win down the stretch. He scored like 3 big buckets, like crunch time for real when it was time to win. So I feel like with him back rolling, and I know everybody wasn't in favor of him returning. We spoke on this. That was an ongoing topic for a few weeks on this show, and I said, listen, hold on, because he might come back. And he's back. He's back now. But a lot of people, didn't think he should come back. Didn't think that was a good decision, and he went ahead and went against the grain and came back. And in light of that, we now have to.
Who were those people? I
don't know. Some people out there.
I mean, nobody here, right?
Somebody, I don't know. Somebody here could have been, but I know it wasn't me. So what? Me?
I'm sorry, it was me.
It was you. You didn't think he should come back?
And you know what? I stand by it.
Oh, he said he not back enough. He shouldn't have came back.
First of all, you said the ball was rolling. Was he rolling? He did some rolling on the floor. He did a couple rolling into the lanes and getting fouls that we just mentioned. Like, let's not like come on, man. Just suck it. I'm just saying. Like, let's
that's the first game back. It's the first game back. He didn't look like a world beater. Mm-hmm. And I'm not saying it was guaranteed the right decision because it still has to play out. But the city got a brand new life behind it. The city got brand new hope behind it. It's that little bit of hope when our backs against the road.
I had this discussion.
Embiid baited.
Did he one game? Okay, first of all,
1-0 since he came back.
Let me pause on the one game because it was a good game. Uh-huh. He definitely for his stature, 24 points. Like I said, ain't nothing to sneeze at. That's awesome for his first game back to get 24 points after such a long. He ain't played since January, right? Mm-hmm. That's a long time to not play. 24 points is pretty great.
Yeah,
but
24.
This is the question I have to ask you. When you watch that game, let's do you think that in 7 games left in the season? I think is it
7 or 8, like 7 or 8, yeah.
So you think in 7 or 8 games he's going to get back to the form that he was at the beginning of the season? When everybody was thinking at the beginning of the season, including us, we were like, wait a minute, we thought they were going to be trash. They actually look like they could possibly be really good. And he playing like an MVP. You feel like Embiid going to get back to MVP form in 7 to 8 games?
I've never said that. I've never said he's going to get back
to MVP form. Do
you
feel like he's going to get MVP form after the first round?
I feel like after the first round, he can be 80% of what he is. At least 80. At least 80. And if you combine that with what Tyrese Maxey went through, having to fight by himself most of the year, what all these players had to go through where they wasn't getting shots created, if you put that piece back in the middle of all of that's been happening since he went down, then I feel like this team got a chance versus any team in the NBA in the 7-game series, as long as it ain't Boston first round. If it's Boston first round, I don't think we'll be able to get it back in time. And that's speaking of new expectations. We might as well just go into it right now. What is your new expectations? I know you ain't feel like he should come back, and we'll revisit that at the end of the season because you ain't lose your take yet. You just on the ropes. You just on the ropes because Embiid gave us that little bit of hope. Yeah. If we get out the second round, yes, you wrong.
Wait. So that's the thing. So again, there's an old school saying. I'm not sure if that's before your time or during your time, but there's an old school saying: if ifs were a fifth, we'd all be drunk. That's an old school saying, right?
If was a fifth, yeah. Yeah, I heard of that.
Already given like 3 or 4 ifs in your whole soliloquy.
I'm saying what? So we got to quantify it some type of way. So you said he shouldn't have came back, and I'm saying if we get out the second round because that was your standard before he got hurt.
But you left out if Tobias actually becomes the third person we need him to become instead of being like the Quez Watkins of the Sixers. He up here, he needs to be the third guy.
What did Quez do?
Hey, third string receiver. I'm not. You already know how I feel about Quez. If you don't, look at our previous podcast. You know how I feel about Quez. If Kelly Oubre can have consistency, like when he first talked about how great they were, Kelly Oubre was kind of balling.
Yeah,
he's been sort of up and down.
Everybody's been up and down since Embiid got hurt.
Okay, so
because there's no more focus on them. There's no more focus on Embiid. Everybody else go off. Now
my thing is, they were up and down without Embiid.
Exactly.
Now Embiid comes back, and we don't know what percentage of Embiid we're actually going to get.
And we added Kyle Lowry.
First of all, this is my question for everybody out there. Please put it in the comments. Please, what is your expectation? Is your expectation past the second round or just the second round? Because right now, for me, my expectation is still a second round exit.
Still a second round exit.
Still a second round exit. I don't believe that they can beat Boston or Milwaukee with an 80%.
So you saying we could win the first round series? You wasn't saying that last episode though. You thought we was going out first round last episode before Embiid came back. So that means he raised your expectations.
So that's what we're doing now.
I'm saying that's the facts. He's raising expectations. You think he ain't raising expectations of everybody in that?
Oh wait, so we're talking. So we're talking about again Embiid. When we had Embiid in the beginning of the season, we kind of thought better than first round. So now that it dropped down because Embiid was out, now we just going to lower the bar. Now that he's coming back, we're going to lower the bar. That's what we're doing now.
I'm not lowering the ball overall. For you to be wrong in your take overall and him coming back, he shouldn't have came back. For you to be wrong, that means they will get past the second round this year. Then I would say, yeah, it was worth him coming back. He was wrong.
Okay.
Because that was your expectation before he got hurt.
Yeah.
But if we don't get to the Eastern Conference Finals, then maybe it was a waste. But you can't really quantify playoff experience for Maxey right now because you never know what he gonna do this year going into next year. He might turn up this year. You never know. Once Embiid back, that 26 could go to 30 easy because now he know how to maneuver when the whole defense looking at him. He should be understanding things better. I think we can catch lightning in the bottle because we talking about expectations. Like he said, tell us y'all expectations down in the comment. Put it on record and stand on it. Don't wait for these 9 games. Put it on the record. But my expectation now is at least Eastern Conference Finals. At least Eastern Conference Finals, and we might fuck around and go to the chip for real.
All right, so let me ask you a question. Do you get emotional when the Sixers disappoint you?
Emotional in what way? Like I'll be disappointed for the rest of that day.
Do I need to buy you a box of tissues? Do I need to give you some kind of comfort?
Oh no,
food
we'll do no crying.
Like that?
We'll do no crying. We'll do none of that.
Because, bro, I don't think you're gonna be getting what you want, man.
You're not putting the gas in the truck. You're not driving it. You're not even getting back on the bandwagon. You just
I don't need to stay off because they haven't proven anything. My whole point was I don't think you need if we're not going to get past the second round, what is the point in him coming back? Like, honestly, the only people that's benefiting from him coming back right now is the Sixers organization. And not for the reason of playoff success. It's for this.
For money?
It's for money. Because you got a lot of fans. Now the Embiid's coming back and stuff like that. You know, well, maybe they got a chance. So maybe I will pay my playoff season, my playoff tickets and stuff like that and get my passes and all that stuff because we might have a chance when Embiid coming back. They falling for that banana.
So you're not buying it. You standing on what you were standing on. He shouldn't have came back. You're not getting excited.
Yeah.
You ain't saying
even though I should have known he was coming back.
Why?
When I saw that he got his new dude and stuff like that, should have known. He got the
braids.
I'm gonna be on national TV. I got to look fresh, baby. I gotta look fire. So I should have known.
He said, y'all gonna see me. And he did a rebrand. He was getting ready. You know what I mean? He premiered it on the sideline that one game, and then the next game he came back. So you're right.
He's like,
you're
right. He's coming back.
He gave us the signs. He gave us the signs. and then B, honestly, whatever happened this year, salute the service because you could really sit on the shelf. A lot of people would have advised you to sit on the shelf. If y'all not winning the tip, you really had no reason to come back. That's what let me know you're not playing. You coming back to do some damage. So take this next, 7-8 games to get in shape. Your next opponent is the Miami Heat, who we're going back and forth with them playing spots. And, we're going to have to see them down the stretch in some way, shape, or form. You came back versus a good Thunder team that's battling for the top seed out west.
Yeah.
So that wasn't an easy game, and you got the win. So with Embiid back, we could beat any team because the Thunder ain't no slouches.
No, they're not, man. That guy Chet. Let me tell you something. That's the other thing. That guy Chet Holmgren. I mean, he. First of all, he's got definite great touch, great skills.
And
I love his fire too.
His what?
He ain't no punk. He was like,
his fire.
Kelly Oubre dunked on him. He said, okay. all right, yo, give me the give me the ball. Like he was like, give me like you gotta love that from a dude like a rookie that's like, yo, give me that ball. I'm gonna show this boy, and he showed him.
He was right back at.
Like they are him and Wemby, man. Like they are definitely the future. Like I feel
Wemby over everything though. Wemby that guy. Wemby on a different level, but Chet right there, they gonna go right back and forth.
But Chet gonna work. Chet gonna make him work.
Oh
Chet,
yeah,
it's not like Wemby's gonna have to bring his game. Like he can't just be
mailing it in. He gonna have to clock in.
The crazy thing is that you already got Embiid versus Jokic, right? And Embiid got to worry about Jokic. Now if he don't win this, if he don't get this chip soon, he may never. These young bulls might block him from it.
Hey, it is a new era coming up.
Really?
It's a new era coming up in a situation that's hungry and talented and young.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, man. Like a lot of young talent.
Embiid does got Maxey rocking alongside him. We got a young superstar. If they can add one piece, they right there. But this young talent is looking crazy. And Edwards, Wemby, Chet, Shea, these young guys is Zion. These young guys is coming.
Anthony Edwards, and I see the media. They always try. They know LeBron's about to leave, so they trying their best to kind of get the next big thing and
the
stuff
next
like
king.
that.
The next king,
right? But it's like, and I've been hearing a lot of Anthony Edwards could be the next guy, but it's like
he's serious. He's serious.
And you still got Jason Tatum.
Jason Tatum, in the Celtics. He trying to get his chip this year so he can be the old head of that group.
Right.
If he get a chip this year, he gonna separate himself from the young guys. He gonna be that. I'm the Kobe of this, like he want to be for real. You know what I mean?
You're right.
He been putting on, but the NBA, man, the race for the next king is on. And Chet, he's in the running for sure with Wemby, who's going to be a problem.
I mean, I'm with you. I feel like Wemby is for real. I feel like Wemby is really that guy. I'm just trying to be reserved, going all the way in. Like I'm already almost ready to make him like my second favorite player to watch behind Curry. I'm almost trying to wait. It's too early. It's kind of too early, but I'm real. Like
he do 5 things a game that you just be like, where'd you come from, bro?
How do you be 7'6"? How do you be 7'6" and be able to dribble the ball in control in a low bounce? Like he did one move. He spent over dribble between like 3 or 4 people in a low bounce. Like it was a dead play. But you can't you can't dismiss the fact that there's not a lot of 7'6" dudes that has the handle he has at that height.
The highlights I see come across my timeline from this guy, bro, I just can't. I don't do nothing but shake my head when I be like, yo, he's a rookie. This is first time ever touching the league floor. It's gonna get so dark for the league and next year for real.
Right.
But in 3 years.
Yeah. And that's what I mean. That's why like Embiid's window is becoming even smaller than it already was because of these young guys coming up. Because they got the only way you win the championship is you got to go through the West. You got like 3 teams. You got we about to go into but you got like 3 or 4 teams in the West that he's got to worry about this year. And the 2 guys we just talked about, they're coming up, in the years to follow.
So talk about this year. What's your top 5 teams right now? Because we going into the playoffs. We might as well go ahead and put the top 5 out there. What's your top 5 teams right now going into the playoffs?
So for me, it's a little bit of chalk. It's definitely Celtics. I'm gonna say no, it's not chalk. It's Celtics, Nuggets. Gotta say Thunder. I gotta say T-Wolves, and I gotta say the Bucks. I don't think the Clippers are as good. I think the Clippers are overrated, honestly. But we'll see.
Yeah. So you said Celtics is the one. Then you went into the Nuggets, Thunder, T-Wolves, and the Bucks.
Yeah. Even though I put Celtics as one, I'm starting to be under the belief, like I think you had said, which Jokic is that guy. It's tough. It's tough right now. Like he's right now. He's probably gonna have. I don't know who's really gonna win, but if I'm gonna go out if you want to put me on a gun to my head, who's gonna win a championship? I feel like he's about to do his Olajuwon thing where he's gonna have his back-to-backs.
Back-to-back.
So he's gonna be that center.
I would love to see Embiid and Jokic in the finals this year. That'll be, oh my gosh, that'll be so amazing. That'll be so amazing. Only one could dream. But let me get my top 5 because it's a long way to get till we get there. The Celtics going to be number 1 overall. They just clinched the best record in the NBA last night with their win. So they carrying it. They carrying it. They looking real solid. This might be their year. They say we the best team. And
yeah,
it's looking that way unless something crazy happen. We've seen crazier things happen. Number 2. I'm gonna go out west for number 2. And I'll go Nuggets because if you don't know the standings right now, the Nuggets, the Timberwolves, and the Thunder is all within a half a game of each other. So they all basically can be the 1 seed. So I'm going to go Nuggets. They defend the champions. They got more experience than the Thunder and the T-Wolves. So our top 2 is the same. When I'm talking about the 3rd seed, I'm going to go into the Thunder. I'm going to go into the Thunder right now. They're pretty healthy. I know Shea didn't play last night. Jalen didn't play last night. But they're coming back. It's a few days injury. The Timberwolves, they got Karl Anthony Towns who's going to miss, serious playoff time. And he may not come back this season at all. So I'm going to go Thunder for that 3rd spot. For the 4th spot, I'm going to go Bucks. They're playing not so great right now, but I believe they have the potential. They got the superstars they need to turn it around. Because in the playoffs, it's really more about the superstars. And when you got 2 superstars like Lillard and Giannis on the floor at the same time, that I feel like they can cancel out Doc Rivers and the weird stuff he does during the course of the game. So they're gonna go number 4. Number 5.
He said the weird stuff. Yeah.
Number 5. This is a surprise, and I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna just go ahead and say the Philadelphia 76ers, top 5. Because before Embiid was hurt, we was top 5. Now that he's back, top 5. I'm not talking about top 5 records. Do you understand? Once you plug Embiid back with a healthy Maxey, what we gonna be able to do? You think we will lose to a series?
No, I don't. I don't understand.
Do you think we will lose to the Timberwolves in the 7-game series without Karl Anthony Towns?
With the 80% Embiid?
Yes. No, we will not. Okay. And all the teams you want to put in there, we're not losing to none of them. You want to put the if it wasn't the Sixers, it was going to be the Mavericks because they're playing very well. It was either going to be the Sixers or the Mavericks. I'm going with the Sixers. I think the Sixers have one of them complete teams. They have a good coach. They play good defense. It's just a matter of getting the big guy acclimated. And I only think it'll take about 2-3 weeks to do that. If we can survive that first round, then we are finals contender for real.
So you pretty much did like, okay, all right, if you move the decimal over 2 spaces, you multiply, carry the 3, and that led you to the Sixers. That's what you're trying to tell me. That's what you're trying to tell me right now.
No, I'm not trying to tell you.
That's what you're trying to tell me.
I just literally gave you what you needed to see. I gave you the path.
Oh, man. Ooh. I almost burned my hand because of that hot take. That's good. Hot take.
Let them know. We shooting the shot. 76ers, man. Embiid, top 5.
Wow. Really? After 1 game?
He put the Timberwolves in there without Karl Anthony Towns.
After 1 game?
Without Karl Anthony Towns. Why? They're not better than the Sixers without Karl Anthony Towns? Do you understand Embiid was about to be back-to-back MVP? The nigga was averaging 36.
Do you understand that Anthony? Okay.
Let's say he don't average 36. Let's say he just averaged 30 or 28. They
still got Rudy Gobert who blocks shots, and they got some other good players on that team. You can disappear on
Stop.
That's what exactly.
So you telling me the Timberwolves is beating the Sixers in the 7-game series if they was to play the first round of the playoffs with a healthy Sixers team and no Karl Anthony Towns when they can't even fuck with us with Karl Anthony Towns?
I'm sorry. Who do we have again? We have so Anthony Edwards. Anthony Edwards is
and who else? Who else you naming after that?
Anthony Edwards cancels out Embiid.
Okay.
Rudy Gobert
cancels out who? Paul Reed?
Okay.
He don't even cancel out Tobias.
Let's say Rudy. All right, forget Rudy.
It's Maxey after that. It's Oubre after that. It's Larry, the point guard leader that we need in them times after that. We got some players that throw out there. It's Melton after that.
My eye test does not.
Yeah, I know. Remember, you heard it here. Top 5, the Sixers is back. We back.
Wow. After what? Hey man. After one game, give yourself a hand clap for that.
Back's against the roll.
Give yourself a hand clap for that. Look, that Sixers.
You like the Timberwolves, I like the Sixers. You know, I ain't say they better than the Bucks. I ain't say they better than the Celtics.
No,
I ain't say that. I ain't say that. Listen to what I said.
You said they better than the Timberwolves.
Yes, without Karl Anthony Towns. Yes.
Yes. Okay.
I'll stand on the top of the Empire State and say that.
Okay.
But you know, there's no way we're going to see. That's our top 5. Put them on records. We will circle back. And that was our NBA portion of the segment. You know, and y'all gotta, you know, tune in, look at the bottom of the screen. The Sixers play the Miami Heat tonight. That is a very important game. We are battling with that Heat spot. You know, we're in the 8th spot right now. I think the Heat is in the 7th spot. So you know, we back and forth with them. It's important that we don't play the Celtics the first round because that whole speech will be over. But I won't even air it if we play the Celtics the first round. But, you know, we need to beat these guys tonight and then finish strong. So let's go ahead and do that. We might can avoid the play-in all together because we can still snatch that 6 seed. So pay attention to that game tonight. That's going to be a good game. And the Heat is starting to rev it up. You know how they do at the end of the year. They play possum all year and then start playing when it really counts. So, you know, it's going down, but we're going to transition, you know, off the 76ers, and we're going to go ahead and hit into that sport that the city loves, the city craves 24/7, 365. Even
baseball?
Though, you know, not the baseball, but shout out to the Phillies. We back too. We opened the season.
Shout out to Bryce Harper.
Shout out to Bryce Harper. Listen, get it together, Phillies. Get it together, Phillies.
Yeah.
Get it together, Phillies. We ain't going to do that this year. We ain't gonna do that this year, but we are back. The Phillies is on. We will have some Philly stuff coming to y'all soon, just not today. But the team we talking about today is those Philadelphia Eagles, man. We had a couple key signings in the last couple of days, even today, man. You know, there go a few of the signings we had since the last time we was on that was of importance. You know, today we gave the news drop with Jordan, Mailata, the big guy. We signed him 3 years, gave him big money, big tackle money. So, you know, he's going to be a main staple in this system for years. He's a big guy. I stood next to him. I'm a big guy too. And, you know, I was like, man, he was a big dude. So, you know, he's definitely built for that tackle position. I don't have a problem with that money they just gave him. He's a freak of nature. Still young in football too. Still can get way better. He's going to be a beast about time. He a beast now, but shout out to him, Landon Dickerson. That guard, you know, that's our guard. He's been holding it down for the last 2 years. They hit him with a 4-year deal. You know, our old line gotta kind of like stay intact. That's what the Eagles are known for. We keep our line together. And watch what we do in the draft too. I'm pretty sure they're gonna draft a lineman or two. The news dropped yesterday with Avante Maddox, or was that today? One of these days. We signed him to a 1-year deal. I didn't think he'd be back. Yeah, his durability was a question the last couple of years, but they brought him back.
I was surprised too.
Yeah, he's a good player when he's healthy, but you know that's a big when he's healthy. That's a big caveat to the sentence. But we signed him to a 1-year deal. We also signed safety Reed Blankenship to a 1-year extension. So that's the key signings we had. You know, in the last few weeks, few days, you know, since the last time we met. You already know we had the Saquon news, and you know that was a big blockbuster deal in the league. We don't got no blockbuster news. We did trade Hassan Reddick since the last show. We was waiting on that. We traded him to the Jets. So now we got the Bryce Huff fully in that spot with Josh Sweat. So we're gonna see what they do, you know. in the
I
draft.
was hoping that they would hold on to Hassan Reddick, to be honest with you. I mean, I'm not a GM. I don't handle the money. I'm not an owner. You know, I wish I was. I'm not an owner. If I hit that Powerball this weekend, you know, things may change. Who knows? But right now, I'm not an owner. And it's like, so I don't know the money part, but just in the sense of depth on a defensive line.
Yeah.
You know, you don't want to give away a player of his caliber. I get it that they couldn't final deal and stuff like that, man. But you know, it's like you putting a lot of pressure on Bryce Huff and Nolan Smith and Brandon Grant, old behind Brandon Grant. You putting Hopefully they drafting somebody or
I think they'll draft somebody. Remember, they got the young boy, like you said, Smith, Sweat. I'm sure they'll draft somebody. Free agency ain't over till like July. They still be making moves, so I'm sure they're gonna stock the position. But once they signed Sweat, I pretty much knew it was over for Reddick. It just was a matter of time. But he landed in a good spot. You know, landed in a good spot. There's nothing wrong.
I don't care about him landing in no spot. Hassan Reddick.
Yeah,
he's the enemy now. I don't care what spot he landed. He should stay with us. He ain't stay with us. I don't care about him landing in a good spot. What are you talking about?
Definitely the enemy now. Like
you talking about good spot.
For sure. But he did. He up there with Aaron Rodgers. He not in the conference. Ain't like we have to really worry about him until maybe the Super Bowl.
I agree with you.
If we meet there. So that was really the Eagles news. Ain't too much movement happening with the Eagles right now. But you know, when we do have that movement, you know, we will go ahead and let y'all know what's going on. And keep y'all updated on everything. There has been some other news around the NFL happening, and we'll go ahead and touch base on that since we are in the off season. The off season is kind of slow with the news. This is a big deal, though. We had one of the top receivers in the NFL. Get traded to Buffalo. You know, get traded to Buffalo. You know, Stephon Diggs. No, actually, he traded from Buffalo. Yeah, he's going to the Houston Texans, man. Houston Texans. What you think about that move, man? Josh Allen, I know you punching the air right now. Or maybe not. Bro. I heard y'all was beefing. I don't know.
Bro, I mean, right now, who's his best receiver right now? Like, seriously, they got some work to do. But
Davis, they gonna have to
the
draft
Texans' best receiver is Stephon Diggs. Ain't no doubt about it. But the crazy thing is, he already had some good receivers. So the guy Nico, I think, is one of the guys now. He already had some good receivers.
Nico Collins over there.
So now he got Stephon. Fantasy players need to definitely. You still playing fantasy football? You need to definitely pay attention to the Texans. They got some weapons to pick, but it's like
they got some real weapons up there.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
like
you see that? They loaded. They are loaded.
I mean, they definitely got some pieces. So it's like, oh, wait a minute. This team right now. Okay, all right. You ready for this?
Ready for what?
For my Super Bowl predictions.
Yo, it is way too early for you to be talking about some Super Bowl picks.
Bro,
is this the news that inspired you to?
Bro, it's not just this. They picked up good pieces on defense too, and they already had a good defense, bro.
Oh man,
bro, let me tell you something right now.
Oh man,
I see the Texans going against the Green Bay Packers.
What?
Yes, I do. People are sleeping on Jordan Love, and there's another team that got weapons and they got a good defense.
CP3, the pick originator. He is going on record early with his way too early Super Bowl pick.
Texans versus Green Bay, bro.
So CJ Stroud versus
Jordan Love, bro. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did y'all hear that out there?
Yeah. Chiefs about to get upset. They got their own issues going on. They about to get upset if they can even get that far.
So the Houston Texans is there right now for you. right now.
I'm sorry. How long did it take the Bengals? How long did it take the Bengals to get to the Super Bowl, bro? They got to the Super Bowl. I think it was Joe Burrow's like third year. Second or third year. I think it was his third year. I don't think it was. I honestly, what? Didn't Ben Roethlisberger get to the Super Bowl in his second year?
It's possible, yeah.
I believe maybe third. So again, this is way too early, and things could change. Like some people say, it's fluid and all that. It's fluid. It's fluid. But for right now, with the way too early, with not even a draft happening, like this team looks like the draft is just going to do nothing but benefit them and making them just a solid threat. And I believe Green Bay, honestly, people forget Green Bay played a tight game against that 49ers team. It wasn't no blowout. They didn't do it. The Texans blew out the Browns, and then I think they lost kind of bad to the next team. I forget who they lost to. I'm sorry. I did. But I do remember the Green Bay Packers.
The team that they will lose to again next year if it came down to it. The Baltimore Ravens.
Okay, whatever. We'll see. But because I think people can learn from their mistakes. But the Green Bay Packers blew out the Cowboys, Paul, and the Cowgirls. Yes, you're right. Thank you for correcting me. And then they lost a close game to that 49ers team, which I think if I remember correctly, I predicted them to win.
Mm-hmm.
They lost a close game. They almost pulled the upset. So technically speaking, neither team I'm talking about is that far away, man. Don't sleep.
I don't have a problem with your Texans optimism. That's cool. That's cool. If I squint my eyes, I can see the path. Joe Mixon solid, Diggs solid, Tank solid, CJ looking like he about to be the boy. Okay. You want to somehow they get past the Ravens and beat Patrick Mahomes? Cool. Okay. I'm not that invested over there. But for you to say the Green Bay Packers coming out of the same conference we in after we just signed Saquon? Are you serious?
Okay. A, way too
They're
early.
Not better than us.
A, way too early predictions.
Y'all heard him. He said it.
Okay. B, who are our starting cornerbacks?
Who? Green Bay
Slay
cornerbacks.
And this guy number 24. I don't even know if he should say
Bradbury.
Just say 24.
Bradbury.
I don't know what he played in the last few games. He don't deserve to have his name mentioned.
Wow.
24. Okay.
Wow.
And so 3, we don't even know what kind of line. We don't know about our defense. I'm not going to go down like the flaws. We don't know about our defense. Does Jalen Hurts give you the impression the way he played?
Johnson.
Did Jalen Hurts give you the impression that he's going to be lighting it up this coming year?
I got faith that he can make winning plays.
Does he? Okay, let's do it better. Does he give you the impression that he's going to have a better offensive performance than the Green Bay Packers?
Yes. The Green Bay Packers was so erratic the beginning of the season to middle. They start playing good at the end. But let's not act like they were the model for consistency for good offense.
But my point is,
good team. Period.
They got momentum now. They're going to learn from their mistakes and get even better than they were. Jordan Love has a confidence. Again, I'm not trying to. Don't get me wrong. This is a way too early pick, and I'm not trying. This is not a Green Bay podcast. I'm just saying, objectively speaking, I feel more encouraged by the Green Bay Packers taking another step than us right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, offensively, yes,
we already took the step they took, bro. That's they still have a hump to get over. We went to the Super Bowl. We damn near got the same roster.
All right, so you saying Texas
way better? I'm saying whoever versus the Eagles. My way too early. If I had to pick the Super Bowl right now, my team would be Ravens Eagles, all Bird Gang Super Bowl right now.
Okay. All right.
I think I don't know what's going to go over there with the Chiefs and that situation with the receiver. We ain't going to speak on it because it's being speaked on enough. But they might have a little shaky offense to start the season. Right. Travis Kelce getting up there in age. Injury, I could see them, not being where they need to be. The Ravens, they had the most solid team top to bottom, and they looking like they returning most of the players. They signed Derrick Henry. They always draft well. I don't see why they wouldn't be right there again. CJ is a nice wild card to have. I wouldn't be surprised if they end up in the AFC Championship game with that roster and his progression from season 1 to season 2. So it ain't crazy. But the Green Bay, that sounds crazy to me. I'm sorry. That sounds like a way too early.
It is
Super Bowl pick from somebody that lived in Green Bay, Wisconsin. That's what that sounds like. They don't sound like nobody that live in. You just gonna skip them over. You skipping them over Detroit. You skipping them over San Fran, and you skipping them over us. Okay. I mean, we're going to revisit that, but that's why it's the way too early Super Bowl pick, because it is way too early, and not many people going to stand on those Super Bowl pick this early. But you getting that with the No Box Sport podcast, because we just don't give it, and we giving it to the people just how it's supposed to be gave to them. So he on record with his way too early Super Bowl pick. Say it again for the people.
Texans versus Green Bay.
And I'm going Eagles versus Ravens, but Eagles versus whoever. It is what it is.
Yeah, we definitely have to revisit.
We definitely going to revisit that. The way too early Super Bowl pick. That's a good segment, man. That's a good segment. We're going to have to start that every year. CP3 be locking down them picks. FanDuel calling them, trying to set up a sponsorship deal. We just trying to get that worked out. We gonna have a sponsorship code for y'all. Just stay tuned and come back season 2 when we get rolling again. But that's gonna wrap up our football segment. And, we got the draft coming up. I think April 29th. So we're gonna give y'all a great show.
April 25th to the 27th, I believe.
25th to the 27th. There we go. But make sure y'all tune in for the pre-draft show, the post-draft show. We got some special guests coming on, man. We're going to have a lot of good content coming y'all way, and we transitioning into the lighter part of the show. A lot of people enjoy.
That's interesting words. Lighter. That's interesting. That's the
lighter. Yeah. We going into our social media segment of the show, and this is the No Box Sports podcast, but the most important statement in that name is the no box, because we do not believe in them boxes. We operate outside of the boxes, and we talk about everything. So today the topic is I don't even know what the topic is. Let me just
I don't even know how you describe it.
Let me just show y'all what the topic is, actually. So let's just go ahead and get into this.
To a lot of men, no one's going to marry you, Haranam. Like, you have a beard. No one's going to date you, Haranam. You have a beard. No one's going to be your boyfriend, Haranam. You have a beard. You are not a preference to a lot of men. And then I'll get really feminine men message me, but that's not who I'm attracted to. I like really masculine men, because I am very soft. I'm so different to what you see
soft.
On TV.
Okay.
On TV.
I've never seen you on TV.
I mean, but no, generally you'll see, she's strong, she's
she's strong, she bench press,
whatever people say. But then at home, I'm very quiet. I'm very feminine. I'm very soft. People don't get to see that side of me.
She's soft. She's a woman.
But no, we're into being married and have kids.
Bro,
be a single mom. That's not what I've ever wanted. No one's gonna marry you, Haranam. Like, you have a beard.
Just like, I keep looking. You probably notice me looking close to see, like, is that real? Because
that was real. That was a real beard.
But we're in 2024, and prosthetics and all that. Like, you can, makeup can be done very well if you have enough money. And I'm looking like, is it? But let's just go with the fact that it is. Like, I'm just be honest with you, man. I like my beard stroke. I do. But I'm not going to be stroking my woman's beard. And I'm not.
Why can't you show your shorty?
We up here both hands and beards going like this to each other. I'm not doing that. I'm not going on like that, man. What's happening?
So that she basically was saying, like, she's a soft woman. She do soft things. She like a masculine man, and because she have a full Yeah, I'm talking about they don't really check for her. And I kind of felt her pain, as she was talking, like, dang, sister, because you sound like a sister. Um, your face don't look like a sister. You got sister nails, you got a sister build. And it is a condition. And they call it hirsutism. Just for those who don't know, hirsutism is when the woman has like a high testosterone and it triggers like hair growth in places that men typically get hair growth. And there's a lot of women out there who got the little mustaches, and they got to take care of those. And we know y'all be in there peeling them mustaches. We can see the little shadow. We still love y'all. But hirsutism is different. That's when you can really mess around and get a Sunni out this joint, like you seen Shorty have.
I commend her. I commend her for embracing and saying, you know what, I'm gonna rock out with this, and I'm gonna just make it. I'm gonna let it do what it do, but I'm gonna just shape it up the way I want to shape it up. I'm gonna hold on to it. Like, I'm gonna just embrace what what I have to deal with. I commend her for that.
Sister brother. I only want to know one thing.
See, I don't want to see you,
sister brother.
Yeah.
What do I call her?
I mean, I call her sister. Like, she a sister. Like, sister. She already told you she want to be feminine. She want to be treated feminine. She just has
a Sunni.
I mean,
my thing is, I want to know her beard care routine.
When you said lighter topic, I was like, is it lighter? Because I mean, it seems like she's holding on a little more than what a normal. I don't say normal, but the average female would have. She's holding on to a little more, but I commend her for embracing it. It's not my cup of tea.
I just want to know her beard care routine. That's all, because the beard is looking healthy, sis.
That's why I also question. I mean, I get she could be, very meticulous in how she
take care of that beard.
Or it could be just makeup. I don't know. The mustache.
No. She got a history of
I don't know,
having the beard low, and she grew it out more. Like, she been on the scene for a minute representing the woman with hirsutism. Like, she take pride in it. And my thing is, do you use your man beard comb? Like, are you taking your man beard comb? Because we don't take y'all combs. Just because you got a beard don't mean you could take mine.
I'm still imagining, her being in the dude's arm and just kind of just like he just going like this and just like
imagine her laying on your chest with that hair on your chest.
I don't know, man.
So could you date a woman with a full beard? Like, that's really what the question is. Could you date a woman with a full beard?
I could not. I could not.
That's unfortunate. I mean, sister, everybody ain't for everybody. I don't, most men don't like their woman with full beards. I don't know if you knew it or not. I mean, that could be a problem. And the thing about this is, like, I understand you trying to like represent for your sisters with the beards, but you don't have to have a beard. You can go get it waxed, you can go get it lasered, but you decide to take up a call. So, sister, it's like you're not going to really be able to date no masculine man, because number one, if I was dating you, it would be no kissing. There's no way in the world I'm gonna kiss somebody that got a beard. That's all. That's all.
Could you imagine that far? Because I have I would want somebody to kiss me. So I mean,
but you're a man, and a woman to kiss a man with a beard. But would you kiss something with a beard?
I would not.
And her beard will be huskier than yours. There's no way your beard can be huskier than your beard. I would not.
Beard. Yeah, that's yeah.
I mean, but
there are women out there with shorter hair than their man. I mean, that happens too.
That happens.
It's just a different area.
That things happen. I'm not really going to speak bad on that, because I know women choose to express themselves in different ways. But once you got a beard, it's just certain things that can't happen no more. You can't do little cute stuff. You can't go on walks in the park, hold hands, and picnics no more when you got a full beard. Like,
for me personally, I'm not into full hair in other places either. So, like, that's part of it. In my defense, I'm just not into hairy women. If it's on your face, if it's down, like, what I mean? I don't want to get too, but it's like, I'm just not into hairy women like that. You know what I'm saying? You can have some arm hair, like a little, you know what I'm saying? But like, I'm just saying, like, you just like certain areas, I just don't want my woman to have hair.
A smooth situation.
I like to have a smooth.
When it comes to the face, I like a smooth situation. That's all I'm gonna say.
I definitely want to.
The 70s was my favorite area. That's all I'm gonna say. The 70s and the 80s.
I don't want to be sharing. I don't know how comfortable I feel us sharing clippers. I don't know.
The same barber, nigga. Could you imagine you trying to get an appointment and she booked the last one? Could you imagine about to go out? Your girl got on the sexy ass dress, and the last thing she doing is in the mirror combing her beard. Hold on, baby, I'm almost ready.
That's different. It's different.
Could you imagine eating dinner, baby? You got something in your beard.
It's definitely.
Yeah, you got something in your beard. The sauce. Let me get that off. The sauce.
Hey, you know what? I would feel less self. That's a good one. I would feel less self-conscious if I had something in mind because I'm like, hey, if anybody's gonna be able to tell me, understand, she would.
She gonna let you know. There's certain things you can't do with a woman with a beard. Like kissing is out. This show is watchable for everybody.
Wait. I like to play devil's advocate sometimes, and also just like to open people's minds. So are you in the same boat as me when it comes to the whole smooth sailing? Because if you're not down with smooth sailing, then what's the difference between kissing those lips versus others?
I'm not a smooth sailing. I said my favorite era was the 70s and the 80s. I really am particularly fond of.
So what's the difference? It's just a different area.
It's a major difference. It's a major difference. You ain't supposed to have a full beard. Like, come on, bro. I can't even let her go downstairs with a full beard.
So a full beard is different from a full bush.
Yes, majorly different. One is a face and one is not.
Okay, I'm trying to make. I'm not going to.
Okay, this is the scenario. This is the scenario. You let her go downstairs with a full beard?
What? I mean,
bro.
Yo, let's move on.
That's over with. We can't even do that no more, shorty. Like, that's over with. Like, no. It's just, just for my psyche. I can't get into that.
That's the point.
And it's just along with that, and certain things you can't do. No holding hands in the park, no picnics. You got to do masculine stuff. You got to change tires together or work out and spot each other once you grow a beard. It's just certain things you can't do with a woman with a full beard. I'm just saying, Mr. Man. That's it, y'all. We not.
Oh, man.
Put it in the comments. Would you date a woman with a full beard as a man? This ain't no funny question either. This ain't no she used to be nothing. She's a woman. You seen the baby pictures. You met the mom. It's verified. Everything is woman. But she got a full beard. Could you do it? If this was the woman, she gave you everything else in every area. She went 50-50 with you.
I can't wait to see the comments, man.
What would you do? Would you date a woman with a full beard? Let me know.
Please comment. Please.
Let me know. Would you hold hands with her? Would you kiss her? Let me know what you date, sister, brother.
That's the only part I feel like, what's the difference? The kissing part. Everything else but the kissing part.
It's a big difference. It's a big difference. I've never kissed a face with hair.
What's the difference?
It's a big difference. It's a big difference.
You putting your lips. Okay. All right.
Yeah. This is not the After Dark special, so we're going to leave that right there. That was the No Box Sports Podcast social media reaction of the week, man. It's been a great show, man. It's been a great show. Yes, I appreciate y'all for pulling up with us, having a good time with us. You know, we rocking and we rolling. Do not forget the 76ers got some key games coming up, and we're going to be following that. We on all the draft stuff, all the free agency news. The Phillies is rolling now. We rolling all the way around, you know. Tap in with us because you know we're going to have it for y'all. We appreciate y'all coming out. Make sure y'all like, make sure y'all comment, make sure y'all share, make sure y'all subscribe. We appreciate all the support, and we do it for y'all. We're going to keep doing it for y'all, man. But that's been episode number 12 of the No Box Sports Podcast, brought to you by No Box Entertainment. And I'm your host, Uncle Dud.
And I'm the original CP3.
And you already know who we be. We'll holler at y'all, throw a dollar at y'all. See y'all episode number 13. Peace.
Tell him how you feel. Tell him what kind of hell you've been catching, and let him know